Hello everyone, this is Kevin with Cuddy Financial Services, and today we're going to go through how you can complete your intake online through our secure Liscio portal if you are a dedicated Liscio client. You'll have a few emails that came through. There should be 3 of them, and when you click into those emails you'll be able to go right to your Liscio account from there. If you would like to access it through the web, you can always go to liscio.me and sign in there. Once you sign in on your dashboard or your home page, you'll see that you have a message in your inbox section. If you click into that, these are just informational documents and an informational message that we recommend our clients read through. It includes PDFs that you can download and read through. These include tax law updates, checklists for what we expect our clients to provide to us for us to prepare their taxes. There's some new tech updates that we've made over the last year that we would love our clients to take a look at and try to use. So once you've gone through, you can read these. There's no action here, but if you go back to your dashboard on your home page, you'll see that under your to-do list, you have 2 different things. Your to-do list will always show you any actionable items on your end. The first one, which will take a lot less time, will be signing your personal engagement letter and consent forms. So if you click open there, it'll guide you to that task itself, and attached to it will be your engagement and consent forms that we need to have signed by all clients in order to do tax preparation work. You can click here and review and sign your 2024 personal engagement letter and consent forms, or you can also scroll to the bottom and hit review and sign. Both of those buttons will do the same exact thing. Once you click review and sign, it'll bring you to the actual forms. It will prompt you upon the first creation of a signature to create that signature and what you want it to look like. But starting from the top, this will be your engagement letter. We need you to read through all of this, as you will need to sign off on this. And once you get down to the section where it says start, you can click start or click here to sign. Either way, it'll prompt you. Then you can type in your name or draw your own signature, whatever you are most comfortable with. And then you apply that signature, and that signature that you just created will be applied to all signatures in this document. So you can see there it automatically brings up your name, it fills in the date of which you're signing. Then you can click the next button, or you can continue to scroll down. Either way is fine. I recommend scrolling, as there are some non-required fields, and if you hit the next button it may not bring you to some of those fields. So as we get down past the engagement letter, we've signed off on that. Now you have the consents for disclosure. Read through this, and you'll need to make the selection of I/we consent to disclose of my/our tax return information for the purposes above. If you click we do not consent, we will not be able to prepare your tax return, so we do need to have clients consent to this form here. As you scroll down further, you'll see that there's another consent. Again, we need the consent in order to prepare those tax returns. As you scroll down even further, you'll be able to fill in how long you want this engagement letter and consent forms to be active for. So I'm going to say 2 years for myself, and then I will just click here. It'll automatically apply that signature there that I've created. If I have a spouse who also has a Liscio account, they would also have a task that is merged with this task, and they would be able to enter this same document before or after the primary has signed, and they would have sections to fill out themselves here. But because I'm not married, I do not have that, and for these testing purposes we are just going to go with a sole person. So after you've applied that signature, down here, if you have any minors under 18 that we need to prepare tax returns for, please type their names in these areas down below. If you don't, you can leave them blank. Then you can go to the consent for use. It's a very similar form, just a different consent. Again, read through that and make that selection that you consent. Again, make the selection of how many years you want the form to be good for. You can click to apply that signature, and again, type any minor children under 18 that we need to do tax returns for. After the last signature field is filled out, you'll see this click to sign button show up. When you click that click to sign button, it will automatically be sent over to our firm. There's no more action for you. So let me do that. It'll say you're all set. I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and eventually that will no longer show up once it's completed. If I open it again, it should not let me. Yes, it'll tell me that the document's already been signed, and within the next few minutes that would go away, as you could see right there. So now when you're back in your dashboard, the only thing left you would have to do is your organizer, and this is the most comprehensive piece of information that we ask clients to fill out in order to do their tax returns. We ask that clients do not do this until they have received all of their tax forms for the year and they're confident that everything they will upload into this will be everything our firm would need to prepare your tax return. So when I click into it, it's going to open up a very big form that has many questions on them. Don't fret though, you can always select that it's not applicable and you don't need to answer certain sections of those questions. And as you can tell, I've already been in here. It tells me welcome back. There's still some unanswered questions remaining. Pick up where you left off. I could hit continue there, and that'll bring me right to the question that I left off on. Now, again, a very important part of this task that we are asking of our clients. If you fill out half this form and go through and, well, it's dinner time, I can't finish this tonight, and you hit submit, we will not be able to reopen this back up so you can fill it out. What you would need to do is hit these three dots up top, and you'll hit save and exit. Not save and submit, not either of these two, but save and exit. If you hit save and exit, that task or this request will still show up on your request page as well as your dashboard page on the home tab. If you submit it though, there's no way that we can reopen that. So we really want to stress that clients only hit submit when they are completely done and ensure that all tax forms have been uploaded. Again, if you want to just save it and resume it later, hit save and exit. If you come back in and you know you've already completed half of it, you can turn this toggle on to only show you the questions that have yet to be answered. I'm not going to do that for this purpose. And then you'll see that there's different sections that the questions are broken down into. Again, some of them may not be applicable to you. This first one, personal information, is generally applicable to everybody. We'll want to make sure that those get filled out. And then any section that has a form or a document that would need to be attached, you'll see here, you can just drag and drop a file over into that section. If the question, if the upload is not applicable to you, you can hit that not applicable button, and that will gray out the drop files to attach or browse, and we'll know that you do not have that specific document we're looking for. So again, you'll go down through, answer all these questions. Once you've completed a section, it'll tell you that you've completed 21 out of 21 for personal information, and you'll know that that's completed. And again, you can filter on unanswered questions only, so that way you're not seeing 200 questions at once. If I go down into the wages and investments, because this is where most of the source documents will actually go, again, you're going to upload any 1099s that you might have for interest, W-2s that you might have. You can attach all of your W-2s to this one spot. Same with 1099 interest forms. Everything along those lines you can attach there. If it's not applicable to you, just mark that. And once you get all the way through and you've answered all the questions that are related to you, then and only then you can hit submit. When you hit submit, it'll automatically go back to our firm. It'll confirm your submission and say that you've not answered any or certain number of questions, and you can say, okay, well, let me view the unanswered ones. And then maybe we realize, oh, I haven't uploaded everything, so I actually want to save and exit. So we really want to stress to our clients that we do not submit it until it's completed. Once it is completed, you can hit submit, submit anyway, and you are done. And everything will come back to our firm, the consents and engagements forms that you've sent and signed. as well as the tax organizer that we just went through. Those will automatically populate back to our firm. But just for time's sake, say that you forget to upload one 1099 or one wage statement, and you're like, well, I can't get back into that organizer, so how do I get that to Cuddy? You can either go to this upload file section, where you can pick a file directly from your computer to upload individually. What I recommend though is I would go to the inbox, start a new message. The recipient is going to be Haley Badman from our firm, as she deals heavily in intake. This is my account. Subject, additional tax documents. Here is my 1099 interest from KeyBank that I forgot. And then you can drag and drop that file down here below the message and hit send. And once you hit send, that'll go right to Haley. And actually everybody from our firm can see all messages that come through. So even if it is directed to somebody different, somebody will see it and make sure that it's attended to. And that's it for how you would complete your intake in Liscio. Thank you.